good morning students. So today we will start with this new chapter, surface area and volume of 3D shapes of solids. Okay, so in this chapter we will study about few solids, that is cube, cuboid, then we will study about cylinder. So let's discuss few terms first. So first thing is surface area. So what is the meaning of surface area? Okay, and volume, these two terms we will discuss. So volume you all have studied whenever you are studying the physics. Surface area is the area covered by the surface of a solid. So first of all, let's see what are the 3D shapes. Okay, so 3D shapes that you have seen in your real lives are like a cube is a 3D shape which is having some length, breadth as well as some thickness. For example, this is a cube. So it is a 3D shape because it occupies some space. Okay, so it is a 3D shape that you are familiar with. Then you must have seen this type of shapes also. It is a cylinder. Okay, again it is a 3D shape. Then a cone is there, so it is again a 3D shape. So what differentiates a 3D shape from a 2D shape? See, all the plane figures like rectangles, squares, circles, these all polygons, these all shapes we called it as plane figures or 2D shapes because they only contains the dimensions like length and breadth, or they are containing only the radius. If they have some thickness as well as along with its plane dimensions, then those shapes are known as the 3D shapes. For example, you can see a cube is there. So in case of a cube, what we know, its bottom surface is actually a square. Okay, so a square is a plane surface or 2D shape. When it is having some thickness that we called as height, so this plane surface is now converted into the 3D shape that we called it as a cube. Suppose we have a rectangle here. Suppose this is a rectangle, and what rectangle is having only length and breadth that we are studying. Now if it is having some length, suppose this is the length, or we can say the height. So in that case what happens? It converted into a cuboid. Is it? So it converted into a cuboid. Similarly, suppose a circle is there. Okay, suppose a circle is there. It is a circle. It is having a radius r, so only one dimension is there. Now if I start extending this circle to a height uniformly, what happens? It will convert it into the cylinder. Okay, so a solid has three-dimensional shape. Every solid has three-dimensional shape which occupies some space, and that occupied space is known as the volume of the shape. So the space occupied by these 3D shapes in the space is known as the volume occupied by, or is known as the volume of these shapes. And surface area is the area covered by their surface. For example, if we see very carefully in this cube, how many surfaces are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it has having 6 surfaces. Okay, all the 6 plane surface. So whatever area these plane surface occupied, that area is known as the surface area. Similarly, in case of the cylinder, see 2 surfaces are there. One is this circular surface and this round surface, as well as again this circular surface. So total 3 surfaces are there. So area occupied these surfaces is known as the surface area. Same in the case of the cone, and same in the case of the cuboid, and same in the case of almost all the 3D, in all the 3D shapes like sphere, hemisphere. So whatever area has been occupied by their surfaces, that area is known as the surface area of the solids. So then surface area has been divided into two parts. Surface area has two parts. One we called as lateral surface area, in short I am writing, and one is known as total surface area. So lateral surface area is actually the area occupied by the side walls of the cube or cuboid. For example, this is a cube. So area occupied by this surface, this surface, this surface, and this surface. This area is known as the lateral surface area, and in short we called it as area of four walls. Similarly, in case of the cylinder, suppose this is the cylinder. So area occupied by this curved surface is known as the lateral surface area. Okay, this curved surface. Similarly, in case of cone, again the area occupied by this curved surface is known as the lateral surface area or curved surface area. And total surface area is the area occupied by all the surfaces of the 3D shapes. For example, in this how many surfaces were there? 6 surfaces were there. So area occupied by all the 6 surfaces is known as the total surface area. So this is how we calculate total surface area, and this is what is lateral surface area. So let's start and review the solids that we have studied in the previous classes. Okay, so first of all we will see cuboid. Okay, so let's make a cuboid first. Okay, so this is known as L, this is known as D, and this is known as H. Okay, so cuboid you must have studied in the previous class. So let's discuss the formulas of cuboid. So first of all, volume. So volume of cuboid is equals to its area of base into height. Okay, volume of any solid is actually area of its base into height. So what is its base? Its base is a rectangle. So what is the area of rectangle? Length into breadth into height. So its volume is L into B into H. Then second is its lateral surface area, or we call it as area of four walls. So when you see very carefully in this figure, this is H, so this is also H, this is also B. So area of this front wall, what will be the area of this front wall? L into H plus area of the wall in front of this wall, that is L into H, plus area of this wall, so this is B into H plus B into H. So when we take H as common, it becomes 2H into L plus B. So this is how we calculate the lateral surface area of the cuboid, or it is also called as area of four walls. Then the third is total surface area. So as the name suggests, total surface area means this area of four walls, okay, plus now we will take the area of floor, that is L into B, area of this floor, and area of this roof, that is again L into B. So when we combine, what we get? 2 into LB plus BH plus LH. So this is the area of total surface area of the cuboid. So volume of cuboid is L into V into H. Lateral surface area of cuboid is 2H into L plus B, and total surface area is 2LB plus BH plus LH. Then one more term is there, that is known as the body diagonal. So if I put a stick from here, this point, suppose this is A, to this point, to B. So this is known as the longest diagonal. Okay, this is known as the longest diagonal of the cuboid, and its length is equals to how much? Under root L square plus B square plus H square. Okay, so in total these four formulas are there. Volume L into B into H, lateral surface area or area of 4 walls 2H into L plus B, then total surface area 2 into LB plus BH plus LH, and the length of body diagonal or longest diagonal, that is under root L square plus B square plus H square. Then next 3D solid that we will discuss is cube. So what happens in case of the cube? In case of the cuboid, the bottom surface was a rectangle. In case of the cube, all the surfaces are the square. So it is, base is square. So what will be the volume of cube? So area of square is side into side, and height is also side, so it becomes a cube. Similarly, again 4 surfaces are there. So every surface is having the area a square plus a square plus a square plus a square. So it becomes 4a square. Similarly, total 6 surfaces are there. So what is the total surface area? 6 into a square. So in formulas of cuboid, we have replaced LBH by A. That is, all the surfaces are square. So we got these formulas. The last formula, that is body diagonal. So in case of, it becomes a square plus a square plus a square. So it will be 3a square, and a will come out in the bracket, it will be a root 3. So this is the value of body diagonal or longest diagonal of the cube. So these formulas we will use to solve the questions in the first exercise. And unit of volume is, you will use as meter cube, SI unit, and surface area, whether it is lateral or curved, it will be meter square. So remember these units, and make sure all the length, breadth and height will be in the same form, either they in the meter or in the centimeter. Then only we will solve the question. So go through these formulas, then we will start with the exercise.